Welcome back to Roll Again. I am your Dungeon Master, Steve, and we are going to do a quick round of introductions, and then we will start up with episode 12. We'll start off with Kay.
Hello, I'm Kay, and I play Francis, the Dampier artificer, with guns. Guns go pew pew. How to go wrong with that? And I pass it over to Lupe.
Hello, I'm Kira. I play Lupe the Scarred Wolf, the reborn arcane physician who has no memories of her past before she woke up in a grave and clawed her way out. And I will pass it on over to Rowan.
Oh, hi there. I didn't see you. I'm Caleb. I played the great Rowan. Now, apology for my actually last game. And I will pass on to Cricket.
Hi, I'm Cricket, and I am an eternal child, and I sometimes have Crash, who's my homunculus, and I am freaking out because I've been 7 for 200 years, and now I'm 8, and I don't like that.
Okay.
I don't like it, and I'm taller, and I don't like that, and my arms might be stronger. That part might be all right. And I'm an alchemist.
Cricket received a new character sheet this week and was very upset that her height and weight had changed because she's grew a year. So we'll get started. As of last episode, as a quick recap, the party was split. You guys were camping in the large corn grass area. And in the middle of the night, a train whistle blew, and a very mysterious dark train that was riding on lightning, pretty much with no tracks, pulled up, and you guys were unsure about it. But just at that point, you heard other things that were coming to the train whistle, and you realized that there was a large pack of adult displacer beasts that came out of the corn grass. And started to chase you. So you decided getting on the train was a pretty good option. Lupe, Francis, and Cricket got on as Rowan and Mickey were fending off the displacer beasts. And after the three of you got on, the doors closed and the train took off before Rowan and Mickey could get on. So the rest of the episode, most of our session last time, were the three of you going through this very haunted, mysterious train. And you went through a couple different cars and you found some different information out, as well as some different evidence. Unfortunately, a lot of it had been set for Rowan's character, who wasn't here, and so none of it meant anything to the rest of you. But I'm sure you could catch him up maybe as we go further in. So as we pick up, you guys are in the third car, and you had entered it, and the door shut behind you, and there was a large bathing tub in the center with a ghost of a woman in it who did not want you there, and you ended up getting into a large fight, and that's where we kind of left off. You were in the middle of combat with her. And she had done a few little interesting tricks. She frightened some of you, which aged Lupe 10 years and aged Cricket 1 year because of her eternal childness. And she also possessed Francis and ran around in her body for a few rounds, including biting Lupe. And so that's where we're going to pick up. She's out of you now. You got rid of her, but and you now are immune to being possessed for 24 hours, Francis, so she cannot jump back into you. But as we pick back up, Francis, I'm going to say that you don't feel great. You started to feel a little lethargic, and you are suffering the poisoned condition right now, which means you have. It means that you have disadvantage on all of your skills checks.
Yeah.
So your ability checks and skills checks you have disadvantage on for right now, and that is because if you ever seen a horror movie when a vampire feeds off someone who's dead, drinking dead blood is not good for vampires, and Lupe does not have live blood. So you're technically, it's almost like being poisoned a little bit.
So can the undead really age 10 years?
We don't know yet. So we're gonna pick up back with you in the ghost in a minute, but first we're gonna jump to Rowan, who's found himself in a cornfield as a train just shot off at a very, very high speed. Trains you're not used to. You haven't seen Rowan. You've probably seen a train before, especially because you've been in cities, especially when you were undercover. But they're very like old school basic trains. Very we're talking pre-industrial in this world. So they're really like the very beginnings of steam engine type trains that you've seen, usually powered by magic. This one moves a lot faster than anything that you've ever seen before. And it fired away, and now it's gone. And you find yourself back to back with a Kenku and a number of displacer beasts closing in fairly quickly.
Fuck.
That is the appropriate response. All of a sudden, Mickey turns to you and goes, fuck.
I know, but fuck. Jesus. Fuck. Just let me think. I do a quick turnaround. How far are they?
They're probably about 60 feet in closing.
60 feet, 6 feet. Okay, think. Fuck, new character. Shit. Okay. Okay. So playing fields. So. Is there still a cornfield nearby?
There is, yes.
Okay. Okay. But his name is Misty, right? Misty.
Mickey.
Mickey. All right. I tell Mickey follow me. We all go into the cornfield. I tell him. I tell him to. You know what? Yeah, I tell him to be like about 50 feet behind me. We are in the cornfield, and I'm going to ignite my body with a fire. That scourge of mobility I have.
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm going just like a cannonball. I'm to run up and just I'm gonna wait for them. I'm gonna wait for the explosive to get a little bit close, about 20 feet, where they like close where they can see the fire.
Mm-hmm.
Where I'll jump into the one side of the cornfield and just expand my body with flames, and then I'm gonna summon Zara with really big expensive big head.
Okay. So Zara that looks kind of like a bobblehead.
No, like it's still Zara, but the head of expensive beast.
Oh, of a displacer beast. Okay. So this is kind of what it looks like. You first off, Mickey is a bit surprised because you call on your scourge ability and your eyes just burst into flame, as well as your mouth when you open it, and lights pouring out of your nose, and your hair almost becomes fire, and you just become this massive like burning ember of a person. And then you run towards the displacer beast to charge them. I'm gonna say give me an athletics check to see how well you are with kind of tackling into them.
Okay. 6.
6. Okay. I'm gonna say you hit 1 or 2, and then they start to they bump into others, and so you end up with like I'll say 4 displacer beasts kind of on fire. And now they're running around like crazy. There's still a good 6 to a dozen left. There's a large pack that are kind of surrounding you guys. You
great.
summon Zara with a displacer beast head. Mickey plays a quick song on his violin, and he's just like, and it's not even really a song too much, but this wave of energy, this wave of red, like dark red crimson energy just blows out of the end of his violin when he rubs the bow across it. And it knocks over a couple of them. But there's still, it's confusion. So for now, you've at least sort of paused the attack a little bit. They're probably still going to surround you, but there's 4 of them on fire, and a couple others have been bowled over by this red blast from the Kenku, and so they're a little bit unsure what's going on right now. And now there's this big red cat-headed person. So what would you like to do while you have them kind of at a pause?
I'm going to cast Dancing Light. Have a bright light appear behind Zara, make it look like some kind of strange divine entity, and have it do an intimidation check.
Okay.
Wait, this is my character? Yes, it is. 11.
All right. I counter rolled a 15. So, and I'm going to blow that off to the fact that they're beasts, so they're not really smart enough to catch what you're doing. And because they're hunters, they probably rely a lot more on smell than sight. But it's at that point that Mickey picks up his violin again, and he plays, and he starts playing, and he sings, "'Cause mama, I'm coming home." And this red ball appears next to you guys, and then it expands, and it expands into like probably a large 4x4, almost looks like a mirror shape of this red crimson energy from his violin. And then he looks at you and he grabs you and he throws you into it.
Like a dome, basically.
And then you kind of are pushed by this bird, basically, and you weren't expecting it. So you kind of step back and you leave your foot and you're like, oh my gosh. And then you step back and this energy just closes behind you. And all of a sudden the smells, your senses are a little wacky. You're a little bit caught off guard because all of a sudden you're colder. The smell of corn grass is gone. The smell of burning is gone. And instead, you hear from behind you, Caleb? Or I'm sorry, you wouldn't hear that. You hear from behind you, Rowan, and you turn and find yourself facing the other 3 members of your party, and you're inside the train.
Holy shit.
That was a good shot.
But it's you alone.
Took you long enough.
Mickey did not come through.
Oh, no.
And I think he pushed me through is gone.
Yeah. He must have opened a portal of some sort.
Piece of
Open one
cake.
for himself.
And it's at that point that you notice behind the 3 surprised members of your party is this large, naked ghost woman floating above a tub of water. And we are in combat. So at that point, I am going to pass it to Lupe. It is your turn.
I need to roll for
Okay.
initiative.
I just put you in at the end.
That's
So
fine.
you'll go after the ghost.
Okay.
Am I within touching reach of Francis?
Yes, the 3 of you kind of are have kind of remember you had kind of retreated and weren't sure exactly what to do next?
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna touch her and cast Lesser Restoration.
Okay.
Thank you.
So I have a poisony feeling.
Do we still have my hidey hole?
You do not.
Okay, I couldn't remember.
Nope.
I am I am doing my best, but also sucking my thumb.
Okay. And your rope trick spell, whatever level that was, make sure that you marked it off because you haven't rested, so you used that slot already.
I did.
Okay.
Thank you.
So Lupe, how many did you restore her, Francis, for?
It doesn't have a roll. You just end either one disease or condition.
Oh, okay. So you got rid of her poison. All right.
Yeah.
Excellent. Anything else you want to do?
Nope.
All right. Then Cricket, sucking your thumb, you are up. Come on, you're a big girl now. You're 8.
I don't want to be a big girl. I don't like that. I'm going to. Well, I'm gonna add. I can talk to one of them before I do action, right?
Yeah, you can
Okay.
quickly.
Lupe,
Yes.
did it seem? It seemed like she's doing necrotics to us, and maybe that's what hurts her too. Which
I'm
one was the? Which do you think has hurt her more so far?
I'm sorry, what did you ask?
The necrotic damage, is that? Do you think
Oh.
that hurts her? I don't think I have that, but
I think that was hurting her.
because the frostbite didn't hurt her, and the such things didn't hurt her. I'm gonna try. Okay. I'm gonna try to make her small, and then one of you try to get her with necrotics. Okay. So I'm gonna cast enlarge reduce,
Okay.
and no, don't even bother with the saving throw because I just rolled a 2. I'm very psychically damaged right now. I'm
All
doing
right.
my best.
Well, if it's a saving throw, which means you shouldn't have to roll at all.
Oh, I thought she had to get higher than me.
No, she has
Oh.
to beat your spell save, which is a
Okay.
12. But what type of saving throw is it? Constitution or
Con
wisdom?
save. Yeah, it's a con save.
That is a 13. She just beat it.
Just beats it. Okay.
So, but mark that off your slot.
All right. Yeah.
So, are you gonna do any movement?
I'm gonna move as far away from her as I can if I'm not far enough already. I'm not
Okay.
sure where I am on the.
You could probably take maybe 3 more steps back, but then you're against
Okay.
we're in a train car, so there's not a whole lot of room. Francis, you
Okay.
are up.
I'm gonna say, "Oi, ugly! Why don't you pick on someone your own size?" And I'm gonna cast Toll the Dead on her.
Okay.
A 7.
Yeah, that's not gonna cut it.
Yeah. Damn it.
Anything
I'm
else?
just gonna flip her off. I'm gonna flip her off and
Okay.
back up.
All right. It's her turn, and you wanted her to pick on someone her size, so she is going to hover to you because she has a fly speed of 40 feet, and that's way bigger than this cart. She's gonna hover to you and touch you. And
No.
let's see. That is a 20 to hit. And so all of a sudden you feel this like cold touch in this. It's cold and then it starts to burn. And you take 17 points of necrotic damage.
Oh my god. Alright.
And that's where she's going to leave off. So, Rowan, it is now your turn. You've had enough time to watch them that you've kind of acclimated yourself to the situation.
Okay. Interaction. Rest in peace, Mickey. You're probably dead now. All right. I cut my hands together. Guys, I leave guys for what, half an hour, and you guys are like getting beaten by this naked ghost? Jesus, guys, come on. All right.
She's
So-
tougher than she looks, man. Cut us some
All
slack.
right. I raised my shield, and I thought speaking the word of my goddess. And Brian say in Blackest Night, let no evil escape my sight. Let those who worship evil might beware her power, mistress light. I am casting Turn the Dead. Turn Undead.
Okay. And so she is it a save throw for undead?
Yes, it is a same for a wisdom saving throw.
That is a 21.
Fuck.
It was a nat 20 plus a +1 wisdom.
God damn. Shit, you might be right. She is tougher than she looks. Okay.
Not such a simple fight after all, is it, Rowan?
Alright. That was my action I just spent. Perception check. Yeah, can I do that? Okay, perception check. Can I do like a quick investigation around the room to see like is there anything to her that is look valuable, like something that could resemble her?
Yeah, there's not. You've got a pretty good passive perception anyway. I would say there's not much here. There's like it looks
bathtub.
like it was nice at one point. It's like a first class cabin, but she was in the bath, so there's not like she didn't have anything with her. And she was in the bath when you guys came in. So you don't really see too much else around. This looks like it was probably like the bath cart or whatever.
Card, okay. All right. Last one I'm going to say. By my turn. Guys, why don't we just leave the bath cart? Because you're probably angry because we just barged in here, seeing her in the bathtub. And my turn.
Okay.
We tried.
You won't let us leave.
The door
Lupe.
locks
Why don't
behind
you
us.
go
You
back
are up.
where the other
Uh,
people are?
I don't think I have any opening abilities, but I could try the door behind. The door's behind me, right?
The door's behind you.
All right, I can try to open it.
It is locked.
That's what I thought. Okay. Yeah, Rowan, this door is locked. Do you have any other ideas?
You
In
got
the
any like
meantime, I'm gonna say sauna and heal Francis. And that is gotta look up what that roll is. Hold on. 1d4 plus.
DM? How much health do I have?
You're at 41.
Okay, fine.
Oof. You heal 7, Francis.
That's very good.
Okay. All right, Cricket,
Thank you.
it's your turn.
Yeah, I have Ray of Sickness, but I don't on one thing but not the other. So I'm gonna sorry.
Okay.
All right. I don't have necrotic, but I'm gonna try the frostbite on her again.
Okay.
So she has to do a con saving throw for that too.
All right. That's a 9, so it's a fail.
Okay, so she does 2d6. So that is 6 total.
Okay. So you reach out and, well, you tell me, how do you do frostbite?
For my hand.
Okay. So you just reach out and um
I don't touch her. It's up to 60 feet. So from my hand where I am, I go meet Frosty the Snowman, and
all
then
right. And so
blue
you reach
frost
out
comes out my hand.
and blow blue frost all over her. All right. Yeah, and she does take a little damage, not as much as you think she should, but she does take
Yeah.
some damage.
Okay.
Francis, it's your turn.
I'm gonna cast Toll of the Dead again because that seemed to work the last time it hit.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna keep doing that.
Okay. And that's a save, right?
Yeah. I'm gonna 9.
That
Not
is
really
a
good tonight.
13. And which is a tie. I'm trying
Wait,
to
does
think.
spell attack bonus count in this?
No, it's your spell save DC, which is your 13.
Okay.
So which it's got to be. That means that she's got to beat a 13, so it works.
Okay. And that would be a D6, I think. Not seeing it on my sheet. I'm assuming it's no D10.
Mhm.
Would that be a D10?
It is a D10.
Awesome. 2.
But it's what type of damage?
It's necrotic.
Okay, takes damage. It is now her turn. So, Cricket, I need you to give me a wisdom saving throw. Actually, no, I need a charisma saving throw. As she hovers across the room towards the young child.
Which
Cricket, step away. All right, well, she'll just go after Francis, I guess, then, because Francis, you're closest. Actually, no, Rowan would be technically closest now, so she will go after Rowan. That is a miss. So Rowan, she missed. She tried to grab you, but she missed. So it is your turn.
Unhand me, woman. I am married. All right.
Mhm.
Since this is a dire situation, I am not gonna be settled with this. I'm gonna take out my gun drop button and stick it to the door and set it off. It does do acid damage, correct?
It does, yes.
So
Yep.
hopefully it'll
Right.
how to say dissolve the door. That would be interaction, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Give me an attack roll
Against the door?
against the door.
All right.
Well, it's magically locked. That's why.
Oh, buck. Okay.
Because you weren't here when it closed, but it closed on its own behind them and locked.
Okay. All right. Attack roll, like. Okay. Okay. 10.
All right. Yeah. Give me a roll, damage roll for it.
Damage roll. I believe you told me about 3d6.
Yep.
Yeah, no modifier, just 3d6. 15.
15. All right. You set this gumdrop bomb and you jump back and it blows up. And it doesn't like blow up with fire, but it just goes poof, almost like a jello mold exploding. And everywhere that the gumdrop hits on the door, it starts to dissolve and eat. And you end up with about 6 baseball to softball size holes eating through the door. The door still seems to be pretty closed though.
Okay. Do I still have my action or no?
I would say that's your action, but if you have a bonus action or movement.
Movement. I'm gonna move closer to the door and see if I can see the doorknob from the other side.
You can see through it, and what you see back into the last car that the ladies were in, which is a passenger car, and it just seems to be full of passengers on both sides, which are spectral. They're like this reddish tint color, and they almost look like spirits themselves, and they're all just looking out the windows. They're not even paying attention to anything going on, which is kind of what happened when the 3 of them walked through.
Okay. All right, but I can see the doorknob from the other side, correct?
You can see, well, you can see part of the door latch, and you can see what's going on in there. The other thing too is give me a perception check.
14.
14. All right, you recognize some of these spirits, people, I don't know what we would call them, because they're just sort of ethereal, but they are there. Some of them, even though they're a reddish tint to them, you recognize as members of the Brotherhood of the Oculus, or the Illuminati, as you called them.
Holy shit.
And they're sitting next to mostly women, but also there are some men and things too. And they're the people who don't look like they're dressed as part of the Brotherhood are chained.
Chained. Okay.
Mhm.
Like chained up, like bracelets and stuff, like slaves?
Yes.
Okay. I will end my turn. You guys
Okay.
this.
Lupe, it's your turn.
Okay. Let me see. Mm. You know what?
I don't. Enlighten me.
uh, just for the heck of it, I'm gonna cast a zone of truth, or like centered on her. So it's a 15-foot radius sphere centered on a point of your choice within range.
Okay.
So any creature in that area, for the first time on a turn, or when they start their turn there, must make a charisma saving throw. On a failed save, they can't speak a deliberate lie while in the radius. And I get to know whether the creature succeeds or fails.
Okay. So 14. Wait a second, and let me see what her charisma. She has a +3 to charisma, so that is a 17.
Yeah, my spell save is 14, so it's still there because I can concentrate and keep it up for 10 minutes. So
No problem. So she'll have
I'll
to
just
roll
keep it
again,
there.
basically, on her next turn, correct?
Yep.
Okay. Cricket, it is your turn.
I'm gonna. How close am I to her right now?
You're within probably 5 feet because she moved close to Rowan to try to grab him.
Okay. I have to think. Did Rowan go? He went back into the other car.
No, he
No.
tried. He blew a hole in the door, but it was still locked, but he could see into the other car.
No, I meant the one that we came out of.
Yeah, he blew a hole in that door, but he can't get through the door, but he could
Sorry.
see in. That's okay.
How close am I to the door we're trying to go through?
The one that goes back to where you came from?
No.
Oh, you're quite a ways. You're I would say at least 25, 30 feet. It's at the other end of the car.
All right. I have a speed of 35, so can I move first and try to get to that door?
You can run to the door, yeah. You sure can.
Okay.
You just push me aside.
She will
Um,
get. No, I'm going to say she won't get an attack of advantage because she's technically engaged with Rowan right now.
I'm still very little. I am growing, but I'm still very little, right? I'm so
So
quick and fast.
you are. So you do get to the door. You're at the other end of the car now.
Okay. I'm gonna try to use my thieves' tools to open this door.
All right. Give me a sleight of hand roll.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. All right. So 8 plus 4,
Okay. You're working on it.
12.
It's
All right.
your tools are going in and you're hearing clicking and you seem to be working, but it seems like there's more than just the lock holding the door shut.
Okay.
So with that, Francis, it's your turn.
All right. Gonna cast Toll the Dead again. I'm
Okay,
getting real predictable.
that's a fail on her
6.
part. She failed.
Alright.
She failed.
She failed.
Oh, shade it!
She failed
Sorry.
because it's a saving throw. She failed. Yep. So give me your.
I didn't think you heard Francis.
So give me your D10.
I
think you
had
saw that.
expected that I availed that because it was a freaking 6.
No, because you don't have to roll an attack with it because it's a saving throw.
Oh,
So it's just up to her, and then you do damage because she failed.
I'm gonna have to write that down, otherwise I'm gonna forget it next time. I got a 10. It's
Okay.
a 0.
And that's necrotic, you said, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Spoke on that, bitch!
All right. So it's the ghost's turn now. She whips around as she sees little Cricket running past. You kind of catch her off guard for a second when you hit her with Toll of the Dead. She does not want to be engaged with you anymore because you've taken damage the last 2 times you've hit her. So she sweeps right through the tub, like which you guys saw her do last time because she moves through objects. She goes straight through the tub, through a post in the middle of the car, and through a side table, and directly to Cricket. Cricket, give me a charisma saving throw.
Fuck.
11.
Okay. It looks like she's about to grab you, Cricket, as she comes flying towards you. You turn around just in time from your thieves' tools. You're like, what the? And you turn around and see her closing in on you. But she doesn't grab you. Instead, she goes into you. And you are now possessed.
Yeah.
And she's like, ooh, this is different. Things look a lot smaller from down, or a lot bigger from down here. And she runs across the room to you, Rowan. And 16. 16 is
That's me being possessed.
16 just ties your AC. So she runs across the room, and you see Cricket all of a sudden just coming at you, and she whips out her sickle, and she goes for your leg, and you just barely, as you turn, it just barely like snips the side of your pants, but misses you as you whip out of the way as she goes to try to get you. And it's your turn, Rowan.
I am going to drink my holy juice. And I'm casting God, what do they call? Protection from good and evil. Like an anime, I am giving up a holy aura around my body. Like I'm going Super Saiyan. So yeah, I did that. Protection of good and evil. Interaction. I'm gonna try to persuade Spirit. Spirit, please leave my companion Cricket alone. Please forget for intruding on your bath time. It's an easy mistake that my friend did. This will happen when I don't watch them. I'm sorry. Persuasion check.
All right. So you grab a hold of Cricket's shoulder right after she tried to slice you, and you cast Protection of Good and Evil, and all of a sudden the ghost goes blowing out the backside of Cricket and back through the tub, and then stops almost on the other side of the room as you've cast her out of Cricket with your spell and fired her and pushed her across the room. And
Point
she goes,
of order.
Yep.
Sorry, can I didn't have reaction time before, but can I am I poisoned like Francis was?
You're not.
Okay,
Francis was poisoned because she drank Lupe's blood.
And Lupe's technically dead.
Yeah.
Francis.
Dead blood bad.
Okay, never mind.
So
Dead blood
yeah,
make
so you've
undead
done
more
that.
dead.
Any movement, Rowan?
No, I'm in the same place next to that door, so no.
Okay. So Lupe, you're back up.
Oh boy. There's so much I can do right now. Is she? No, she got blown out of the zone of truth, correct?
Yes,
And she can't possess me for a whole nother 24 hours.
that's correct.
That's great. But what about me? All right, who's hurting? I've got.
I'm down by a little bit, but I don't know if anybody's worse than off.
No, Francis took damage, but I healed her a little, so.
Nobody's worse than Cricket right now.
Okay. I'll just healing word her then.
Okay.
Lupe, can you make me summon it?
Anna. We'll work on that. Word. 9 this time.
Okay. So you max her out. So it doesn't. She goes back to 30. She was not 9 away. So you max her out. So Cricket, you're back up to 30 at your full points.
Thanks, Lupe.
Anytime, Cricket.
And Cricket, it is your turn. So Lupe just boosted you after you were possessed, tried to attack Rowan, and then he exorcised, like the exorcist, a ghost out of you.
Yeah, he exorcised me.
Yes.
That was a lot easier than I expected. Okay.
I'm gonna try.
Yep.
I'm gonna try to use my ring and do poison day on her again.
Poison day. Okay.
Yeah.
So
She has to do a con save.
yes. That is a fail. So I'm going to say that she is now poisoned for the whole
Well-
day.
And she has to take 2d12.
All right. You give me a
So that is-
2d12.
That is a 10 and a 3.
Okay, what type? What? That's poison damage, correct?
Yes, poison damage. So it's probably halved or whatever.
Nothing happens to her.
Mother of pearl! But I poisoned her before. Oh no, I did. I did frostbites. Oh. But now she's poisoned all day.
She is, but she's immune to poison, so it doesn't do anything. You can't poison a ghost.
She's
Francis.
poisoned all day.
Francis,
use
it's your
that-
turn.
I sure can.
Cricket, can you use that ring to make any holy spells?
I can try. I'm gonna look. I can try. I was trying to try before, but I'm gonna look.
I'm gonna cast Toll the Dead again, and I got a 10.
She passed this time. She got a 16. So
Alright.
it doesn't work this time. But good
I'm gonna
try.
use my movement to move towards the door that doesn't have acid eaten through it, because that's the door that leads further up to the front of the train, right?
Yeah. You can make it.
All right, I'm
You
gonna-
can make it because you've got good movement as well. And you guys, like I said, the train car's not that big. So you can
I'm gonna
make
move
it
up
to the
to-
door.
Does it count as an attack to stop kicking at the door, trying to get it open?
Yes.
Uh,
Yes. So it's now the ghost's turn. So she's going to attack you, Francis, because you're now closest to her, because she was pushed back across the room.
Mhm.
She's going to touch you again.
Is absorb elements a reaction?
Yes.
I'm gonna use it.
Am I right? Because I have that too.
Yeah, it's a
Awesome.
reaction. If you've got it and you've got it prepared. And
Yeah.
so what's it do for you?
I have it saved in my photos. I don't have it memorized, but basically, hang on. I'm sorry. I should have.
I think it's if Cricket has it, she could tell you as well, but I think it's elements, right? So I think is it fire, frost?
It's any type of damage, any type of magical damage, and
Yep.
you only absorb half, and then you add 1d6 to your melee attack. Your next
Okay.
melee attack.
Nice.
So if you're choosing necrotic, which seems to be what she's hitting you with, she
All
hit
right.
you with 17
Mhm.
points, so you will take half,
right.
rounded up. So we'll call it 9 points.
All right.
And then you will have an extra d6 on your next attack.
Awesome. That
And
takes a spell
Rowan,
slot.
it's back up to you.
All right. Okay. Interaction, Francis. Can you use your gun to blow the door off?
I can try.
And I am going to find this thing. The ghost still attacking us, right?
Oh yeah, she just attacked Francis.
Okay. All right. I'm going to snap my finger and start making my mage hand. See if I can open the door with my mage hand from the other side.
All right, give me. Let's see. Give me an Arcana check.
Okay. Something I'm actually good at. All right. All right. 17.
Okay. You get it open. I'm gonna say it opens halfway.
Halfway. All right. Cool. Okay. I guess I use my movement speed to like pry the door open more.
Yeah, that would be. I would say that's a strength check. You can.
Oh, I
you-
see. I see.
I'll give you two options. You can either use your strength to try to push it open more and forego movement because of your actions right now, or you could use your movement and try to squeeze through. It's because it's a 3-foot door, so it's open about 1.5 feet right now.
Can I take my mace and try to like use it as like a door stopper?
You could, but again, I would say, are you using it to try to pry the door or just to keep it open?
Keep it open.
You could do that, yeah.
Yeah. I take my yeah. I think actually no question. If I use my shield, will that lower my armor class?
If you use your shield to hold the door open, yeah, you can't use it. You can't use it to stop. You can't use it for your armor class.
All right. Yeah, I just use my mace.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, I do that. My action to cast Mage Hand. I will end my turn, guys. Which door are we going through? The one I put the acid through, or this other door? I didn't know there was a
This
second.
one. Francis waves.
From the other end of the car.
We're gonna do this one.
Lupe, it's your turn.
I guess I will make a dash for the door.
Which door? The one that Rowan's at that's open that goes to the car you came in from, or the door that Francis is at the other end?
Crap. Shoot. I'll see if I can squeeze behind Rowan's door
Okay.
and like maybe push it open from the other side.
All right. Give me acrobatics to see if you
Okay.
can yoga your way through the half open door.
Yoga.
Does Francis still have one of her like small black bomb things?
I cannot.
I
I rolled
think
a
so.
4.
I haven't used any of the small bombs that we
You rolled a 4. Yeah, that's
I
not
think.
gonna do it. So you try, but you just, no matter how hard you try, you just can't suck in the gut enough to get through the door.
It's a
Come
starry
on,
mask.
suck
It's
it
in
in,
the
Lupe.
way.
All right. Anything else, Lupe?
Nope.
Okay. That means it's our little kid's turn. Cricket.
Can she take psychic damage?
The ghost.
Yeah.
You could try.
Okay. I wanted to do this for a bit. Instead of continual flame, I'm gonna try continual blame.
Okay.
And this looks like you could see the words coming out of my mouth and hitting her in the face. And I say, "You're not very nice, and I don't like you, and probably nobody liked you when you were alive either. And that's why you're stuck here as a ghost with just your stupid bathtub. Why don't you just go down the drain in the gutter where you belong?"
All right.
Like that.
And continual flame normally is it an attack roll or wisdom saving? Or I mean a saving throw?
It's not. It's just a flame that burns all day.
Oh, okay. Interesting. So I will say she's gonna make an intelligence saving throw since you're trying to blame her.
All right.
That was a 6. So that's not gonna
It's all your fault.
give
And
me
if you go down in the drain in the gutter, guess what? All the pipes go to the same place, and that means the sewer.
what level is continual flame usually?
2.
2. Give me 3d6.
All right. Can she get out her ghost smelling salts? Because that would be hilarious.
I don't think I've ever seen a Karen be hurt by the truth being yelled at her.
It's 8 total.
8 total. It as you yell at her, she goes, and like she can't believe the audacity of this dirty, poor, second-class child yelling at her
right.
in her bathroom. And then she acts as if it's no big deal, and she just starts to look away from you. But you see a little lone ghost tear come down the side of her eye, and
Good.
she takes 8 points of psychic damage.
One for every year that I am alive now. I don't like it.
Francis, it's your turn.
Okay. Well, for one, Fran's gonna double over laughing, seeing this ghost cry a child's words. Oh, how wonderful. And I'm gonna cast Toll of the Dead again.
Okay.
I got a 9.
That is no, you don't do it. She does. She failed by 1 point.
Yeah! I am absurdly thrilled about 8. So 8
And
points in necrotic.
It's okay.
Can I yell at her too?
You cast Toll with Dead and you hear dung dung, and with each vibration of sound that normally hurts her as well, she starts to shake and she vibrates to a point where it's almost like her incorporeal self is having trouble staying together, almost like smoke. And then she just spins like a little tornado and goes into the tub and down the drain with the water. And she's gone.
Told her to go down the drain.
And you hear from the other, Francis, from where you're standing at the other end of the thing, behind you, you hear click
Nice.
as the door unlocks.
Okay.
I'm sick of this
Wait.
call. Let's go.
No, Francis. I don't think she'll come back, right? Do we need to rest? And Lupe was gonna make such things.
Yeah.
I don't remember what
point.
those things were. And I am 8 and I can't deal with it.
I have things I can make. Definitely
DM,
need rest.
Yes.
Rowan got to check his spell Bible to know what kind of creature he knows about, like what kind of ghost this was.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a kind of check.
Yep.
Do I know, like, is this the kind of ghost that will appear? Like, is it so blunt to anything, basically? 12.
With a 12, the way that it disappeared, you're pretty sure that it's gone.
Okay. All right, guys. I'm like 80. I am 83% sure that's gone.
Good enough for me.
All right, I'm gonna check the bathtub. Did I find anything?
Hmm?
I'm gonna
What's
check the
that?
bathtub.
Okay, the bathtub. It's empty now. The water drained when she went down the drain. And so it's a very large, it's metal on the outside and copper on the inside. And it's like a very large soaker tub. It's pretty luxurious looking.
Any soap?
Not anything left. It's interesting because now the water that her and the water are gone. the inside of the tub doesn't even look wet.
Interesting. All right. Okay.
That's interesting.
So DM,
Are
you
there-
said like Rowan saw a member of the Illuminati in that other cart room.
Mhm. You saw a few people that were dressed like the group that you had infiltrated. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna do presentation to make a symbol saying to come back here, in this bathhouse, in this wherever, bath cart. Yeah, I'm gonna go to the next door.
Okay.
Unless we're gonna take like a long rest here.
I will say, yeah, that's it for you guys to figure.
I'm good with the long rest. I'm gonna see
Yeah.
if I can. I'm gonna pilfer through all this, anything that's in here. If there's anything valuable that I want.
And I'm gonna take whatever metal bits I can find first beforehand.
Yeah.
And then, Lupe, were you gonna make such things?
I forget what I was gonna make, but based on this, I think I'm going to give you guys each a hardy booster. If you don't already have that written down in your list, like I gave it to you before, I don't think I did, but I already
Didn't,
have
you
some of
already
those
did.
made up.
Can you type down the name of that? The heart booster.
Hardy booster. That's advantage on Constitution saving throws for 10 minutes.
Oh, you guys are both aged up. And what was that was needed? I have it written down to cure that.
You need like greater restoration, which
Yeah.
ain't got.
I don't have.
If we can, haven't you find a potion of greater restoration somewhere around?
Right. I think
Well,
I
we're
still have
heading
that
into
shit.
first class. Everyone's bet there's some fancy high class shit that you can
Yeah.
like pilfer through.
Well, you said
Do
we
I
get like
have, do I have any like knowledge of how to make a potion of greater restoration?
You do not. That's
Okay,
a higher class spell.
that's fair.
Um,
That's fair.
Rowan, you were not here last time, but now as you look around a little bit, you notice the same thing that the others did. They noticed on some boxes and crates and things, as well as some of the people sitting in the car behind you guys. That, let me flip to share for a second. That this symbol is on a number of things in the train.
my God. It's the symbol of the Illuminati.
They appear to hold some
Illuminati.
kind of significance to you.
Oh, I say it again.
They seem to hold some kind of significance to you.
Yes, they are a group of arcane mages behind a lot of bad stuff in the world.
Hmm.
Sounds personal.
It is. They're the one who took my wife.
I'm sorry
While
to hear
they're-
that.
She
Yes.
isn't one of those chained up, is she?
Oh, I don't think so. And
Okay.
I point out to that room that I put the acid door through. There are some of them in their robes. I know we're a bit banged up, but we can wait to interrogate them or to confront them.
Oh, before I take, I'm just curious. Before we take a long rest, I'm going to, yeah, I'm gonna say like I want to try to remove a curse if a curse is on any of these people. Which one do you think I should attempt, Rowan?
I point them
What?
out.
One of the chained ones or one of the robed ones?
Not the broken one, probably the chained one.
Very
But if
well.
you uncurse one of the robed ones, we could keep them and torture them for information.
That's true, but they could probably fight back. I'm not the top shape to fight again in that fight.
Good point. Good point.
And believe me, you think the ghost one was tough? There was one member who could freaking lift the entire castle.
Cricket,
Lupe.
ready your
Be-
your grabbing attack.
Lupe, before
What?
you work on wasting spells.
I was
If you recall last episode, one of you guys tried to interact with them, and you just kind of passed through them, and they didn't even acknowledge you guys were there. Like they couldn't see.
I forgot. Thank you.
They didn't-
before we go to bed, because I need to go to bed. And before that, can I use my thieves' tools to take the faucet off the
Yeah. Go ahead.
bathtub?
I will
Right.
say, because you're not in a rush now, you're not in battle, so you should be able to do that. You're proficient with them, so you should be able to do that with no problem. Francis, give me a perception check.
Alright. And that's a D20, yeah?
Yep.
Nat 1. Ah! It's fu-
Francis, you're too tired to notice anything.
You hear
After being possessed and dealing with her, just everything's like,
something coming from the other side of the door that's unlocked, but you can't make it out with a natural one.
I'm gonna at least alert the group, like, hey, I can hear something. Think we should be worried about that?
The rest, one of us date wash.
Is that door still locked since it's, or did it unlock when the ghost?
It unlocked when the ghost
We
flushed
should
away.
we should probably
sleeping in the bathtub.
we should probably bar it. Does it open inward or outward?
It slides
Oh, it
Oh.
slides.
because
Oh,
they're train
dang.
doors. Yeah.
Can anyone use like rope or something to tie it?
Oh yeah, that's right. This
Closed?
long weird thing I can't find my backpack out the road.
Yeah, like put it through the handle or something. And
Who's
if
gonna
there's a
try it?
handle.
We figured out last time, didn't we, that Cricket still had rope. Who
Yeah.
didn't? Is it Francis and Rowan that don't have rope? Because
Yeah, I
two
think
of you
so.
used it to climb on the outside of the mountain, and you never got it back.
Yeah, that's right.
So who's gonna try to tie the door?
Or someone with good sleight of hand.
Oh,
I mean, I could try to tie it. Do you need sleight of hand or strengths?
What about
Oh,
survival?
I'm sorry. I'm sleeping in the bathtub right now, so I can't help you. I forgot.
Does not tying fall under survival?
Oh. I
Yeah, probably, but I wouldn't worry too much about it. So who's doing it?
I can try to tie it.
All right, so as you're up near the door starting to tie it up, give me a perception.
I am not rolling good tonight. 7.
You also hear a noise from the other car, and it almost sounds like a voice. You can't make it out through the door, but you hear it's like there's inflections, and it's like someone saying something.
All right. Oh, yeah, I hear the voice too. All right. Do you guys want to go find out right now?
Think we should take a rest before we go snooping around. Some of us are pretty banged up.
Yeah, we need our spell slots back, and
Alright.
I'm gonna make some
All right.
regulation boosters.
All right. Fine.
I would-
After resting, I have a couple of questions.
I would say you guys could take a short rest,
Oh, all
um,
right.
because that's like an hour and a half maybe, but you're too
You
close
told us
to your
before
long
it was
last.
up to us.
No, you're too close to your long last rest because remember the train came in the night. You guys had just
Mm.
taken one,
Right.
and you
Gotcha.
usually can only take a long rest every day, once a day.
Wait, so DM, do I have like all my spell slot back?
You do not with a short rest.
No, I mean like before I got on the train.
You
After
did
the-
before the train, yes. except
Okay.
for your smolder doesn't cost a slot, but you did some in Zara, so that was a slot.
Yes. And my protection from good and evil.
So you guys don't regain a slot, but you guys can roll hit dice to get hit points back if you need them.
I took no damage, right?
It just takes 10 minutes to make these regulation boosters, and I already have one, so I just need to make 3. So I'll use half my short rest to do that.
That's fine.
I'm gonna roll some hit dice to get some of my HP back.
Okay.
I think I have all my HP.
So everyone write down that you have a regulation booster that will cure you and make you immune to charmed and fear for 10 minutes,
Nice.
which would have been
Can you
really,
write-
really useful in
Yeah,
this past battle, but I didn't have them other than
Oh.
one.
Can you write down regulation booster in the chat?
Yeah.
Rowan's like, no, I'm fine. I didn't take any damage. And Francis like got slapped around like she owed somebody money. She's like in the
Right.
corner.
Oh,
Like,
You
just
also
like graciously
have
accepts the boost and just like
one of those.
slumped.
Thank you.
Lights a pipe, and it's just like very much.
Princess, maybe now you know not to drink our blood.
Yeah.
It says I have 4 buff beer boosters. Must not have used them, so I'll give those to you too.
You used a buff beer on somebody in the mines. I don't know if you tracked it.
Ah, maybe I didn't track it. Let's assume I didn't, so I only have 3 of them. I will still just give those to you guys. I can always make another one. I have another set of 10 minutes. So we'll go with that.
Lupe, did you get the email I sent you about your other booster?
I did.
Okay.
Do we even have powdered amber with us?
We should from the mines.
Do
Didn't we
we?
bring some?
Yeah, let me.
Didn't we
fi-
bring
let me-
some?
That's up to you guys. If you remember, if you brought some or not.
What was it?
Do you need me to take time experimenting, or do you need me, or like, do I just kind of figure it out?
I would say that one probably after your next long rest.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna take the amber and kind of study it for the rest of the short rest, I guess.
I believe 1 or 2 of you, I believe, have some amber.
Someone give me some.
I
I don't
think
have
I
it
took-
written in my list. I don't think I took any. I think I think Francis and Rowan had it. I don't think Cricket did.
I think you're right.
I mean, if you're really hard up, Francis has those little black bombs which have amber in them,
True.
but you'd have to dismantle the bombs.
Oh,
Yeah.
I want to do that.
Boy, don't touch my bombs.
And
Well,
yeah, I used my
oh.
bomb.
Wait a second. How come the cat didn't help?
Because
the
she's
fight.
just a baby. She's
Yeah,
still
what-
a little young for that, I think.
Francis
the
kind of
cat?
jammed her in a
Tried to
bag.
eat my tongue off.
She's sitting in my pocket now. I'm just gonna have her out and have her on my lap and just pet her. Look like a mob boss or something. Pipe, cat. Like, yeah.
I'll get you next time, Inspector Gadget.
About an hour and a half goes by. You guys have your short rest. Did any of you did any of you do hit dice?
I did. How many hit dice do I have? Do I just have the one? Is
You
it
should have
a
one
D8?
for every level. So you should have 6 total.
Oh,
Lupe, Lupe, in the first fight with Miss Taffy, you made us booster beers, right? Buff beer buster, right?
Yeah, I think
Okay.
I think
Yeah.
we used those for that. Yeah.
I have never taken any of your potion.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
I didn't get hit after Lupe did healing on me, right?
No, Francis
I'm
is the
good.
only one missing hit points right now.
Yeah. All right.
That's what I thought. Or
Ooh.
Francis.
Eh,
Oh,
it's not my first time getting banged up a little bit.
What she said.
So we're all ready.
That's a joke I heard an adult say one time.
Well done, kid.
So yeah, you guys are, the door to the far side is unlocked. You know that, and you have heard a little bit of muffled sound from the other side, but that is it.
I'm gonna before we open the door, I'm gonna do another perception check to see what I can hear.
Okay.
Hey, 15.
All right. You hear what you believe is the sound of a man's voice. And you hear him saying, who is there? Who's on the other side? You know I hate being approached without permission.
Oh, room service.
Room service? I haven't eaten in a dog's age. I'm famished. Bring that food in here.
Oh shit! I don't have any food.
And you got
Yeah, I have wait. I have a thing to make food, but I can't find it. I had a thing to make food and now I don't see it on here.
Cricket, you have any candy left?
Okay, I'm gonna do. All right, I'm gonna cast instead of purify food and drink, I'm gonna cast putrefy food and drink with my ring.
Okay, but you have to have food there.
Just
to do
adding
it
a
to.
T.
Well, there's that nasty food in the crates.
Well, that's already putrefied.
I
Yeah.
know, but maybe the guy behind the door
I'd
won't
have
know
to
the
go
difference.
through the zombie. But didn't the people in the car behind the people with nothing?
Yeah, didn't I get
with,
Please.
behind the
Well, it was like
were there zombies?
wasn't it the zombie car, then the car with the crates, and then the car with the spectral?
No, the
Ah.
zombies were in the crate car. They
No, it
came
sure
in.
was not.
Ah. Yeah, okay, we're not going there.
All right. All right. Let me think. Okay. Just give me something we can pretend to be food. Oh, Francis, do you want to give me one of those bombs?
You know what? Sure. I want to see how this goes.
I'm gonna,
The flavor.
Let's see how this goes.
all right, wait. In my I have
Steve.
well, I have a tinder box. That's
I
I'm gonna-
have a disguise kit. We can disguise it as a cherry bomb.
there you go. Okay. We're gonna take it and I'm gonna walk just so I'm so proud of it. And I'm like, oh hello. Here's your food that you needed. It's a big, beautiful cherry. And then I go,
All right, so you walk in. Who else is going in with Cricket? Cricket walks in herself, apparently.
Go
I'll
in
be
with
by
it.
the door.
with me.
I'll be
I
by
think
the
I'll
door.
stay in the back, thanks.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Francis and Rowan are staying like in the back near the door as they walk in.
No, I'm like right in the middle of the door.
Okay. Francis, where are you?
I'm gonna see if I can walk towards the other end. Yeah. Where's this ghost guy facing? Well, is he a ghost?
You don't know yet. So you guys walk in and you are immediately hit with the lavishness of this car. This is a very lavish private quarters type car. Silks hang from the sides. That's much nicer lanterns. Still glowing with that reddish tint that you noticed in
And
some
I-
of the other cars.
And I
But
say, See, I told you that this was the man who the bonbons were made for. Nobody else deserves bonbons as pretty as these. And I hold up the cherry.
So at the other end of the car, at this
Mhm.
beautiful,
No.
lavish private car, is an impossibly fat man dressed in very ill-fitting robes that are orange and red, with the insignia of the eye in the pyramid, which Rowan, you know very well. This man is, I mean, he's so large, he's literally pressed up against the sides of the car,
Uh,
in front of the door that goes through. And he's taking up the whole spot, and he's wedged between the walls of the car, preventing any kind of passage through. And he says, "Finally, someone comes in here. I've been in here forever, and I can't get out." Excuse me.
What if we offer him a wafer thin mint?
Wafer thin mint. I should
No,
expect. I should expect veal and potatoes, and I pay for
Oh.
this, and I've paid for quite a bit of these things, and nothing brings power quite like money.
Did he like joke?
Exactly. And that is why we have this handcrafted artisanal bonbons made from only the most delicious chocolate, and the chefs and pastry chefs have made it to look like a delicious succulent cherry.
I cast presentation to make it smell better.
Oh, that does smell quite well, little girl. Even for those of you back in steerage, I guess you can at least get your hands on food, but I can't seem to. I'm a rich man. I deserve to live more than the poor.
That is very true.
And he looks past
I hate
you
this guy.
towards the door, and he says, "Rowan, my boy, is that you? What are you? What in heaven's sake are you doing on this car?"
I would just tell him you're bringing him the food.
Rowan, give me a history check.
Cool. Rowan, just be cool.
Dun, dun, dun.
9. Hey, you. 9.
You seem. He looks a bit familiar. His head is bald, and he has. You have quite a bit of trouble placing him. I mean, you've been undercover for quite some time, in the organization, but you're like, what? Like, sometimes you just can't help but place somebody, but it's the Fu Manchu mustache that gives it away, and you realize you do recognize this guy, but the last time you saw him, he was not fat and huge like he is now. He was average size, and he was someone that was one of the people in charge of the organization. Not a very high up, but probably like upper middle management.
Okay.
And he looks at you, and you're like squinting, and he goes, "My boy, it hasn't been. I mean, it's been a few years, I guess, but I mean, it's me, Brother Ashgate. You remember me?"
Yes. Yeah, brother. So, what are you doing here? I got this cool job position, escorting her, helping her with the food.
Well, I didn't even know you were on my train. I'll tell you, this is the lavishness of luxury. I was entrusted by the head brothers, and I'm going to let you in on a little secret. Even I was entrusted by the very high priests of Bikes himself, entrusted me with this opportunity to run this train. For many years we were trying to find a new way to gain more followers, and we finally found that we could run a train through a portal that we were able to open into this new world.
Oh shit. Huh.
And so we had many more areas to spread the 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 need for knowledge that we are dedicated to. And so we decided to bring some of our slaves over to help with new temples.
Okay. Oh, so like those astro women back there are the slaves? Mhm.
Well, I mean, I don't know how much you know. You are still rather new to the Brotherhood, but we have a lot. We need a lot of money. We like a lot of nice things, and in the pursuit of knowledge, humanity. In the pursuit of knowledge, the individual is just another tool, and sometimes we have to, take tools against their will.
Fair enough. Kind of like a pet in a way. All right. Um. Wait. So wait.
Digging my nails into my palms and hate the sky.
Do I have any ipecac in my physician's bag? Or some other
This-
sort of
I
Something
don't
like
think
that.
so.
Sure do have it, Macaque.
what?
You might, but you probably would have something of that nature.
Can I from the back here where he can't see me pour a little bit into some beer?
Yeah, if you'd like. Rowan, what were you gonna ask?
Yeah, I'm gonna ask. Wait. So who created the train? This is a lot of power to penetrate whole food other dimension and other planes. What
Well,
power this thing?
we already had the portal. We had opened it quite a while ago, and we had experimented with crossing through until we knew it was safe. So it was at that point that we were able to utilize this train that some of our best men worked on and figured out. And it wasn't until we met another local person in this odd land, who helped us upgrade the train a little bit. But everything was going fine until the night of that damn meteor storm.
And why was the me so a problem?
All I know is I saw the meteors streaking through the sky, and then all of a sudden the whole train shook, and nothing has been the same since. All
And
of
the train-
all of a sudden it seems like the train is shrunk substantially. I don't even have any room to move around anymore. I can't get food. I can't even go to the next car to take a bath. Last time I saw my wife, she was in there taking a bath.
I'm sorry to say it, buddy, but she's
She's lovely. We just served her some food. She said don't bother her.
Something's not right here, Rowan. There's something wrong with this train now. It's been nearly 2 years, and we just keep traveling and traveling and traveling, and no one comes into this cart to see me. I haven't seen my wife. I haven't seen people bring me food. It's the worst trip ever. I'm going to be honest. I'm ranking it less than 1 star.
Oh,
I'm
I
gonna
see.
use
Point
my
so.
thaumaturgy to make this beer smell and look like an amazing wine. And I'm gonna wave Cricket over and say, offer his lord this fine beverage.
Oh,
He deserves
I don't
this."
know if this fine beverage is for him or for the person in the next car who has more money.
Oh no,
I say it
it's
super
served-
loud, but like I'm whispering. Is it
Yep.
for him? I don't know. Is there another fancier man to give it to?
Young
I
lady,
forget.
no one has more money on this car than I do.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Then I guess this is supposed to maybe be for you.
What else do you know about this media shower?
Drink it,
Did he take the
drink
drink?
it,
He
drink it.
reaches down, he takes a drink, and he brings it up, and he goes, "The meteor shower. That's a good point." And he says, "I don't know. It's like I feel like something hit. I feel like this train it must have hit nearby. That's all I know, because it shook the train, and now the train is just keeps circles and circles and circles and circles, and it's a never ending. You know, I guess I don't want to say it's not my fault, because nothing is my fault. I did delay the time, our departure time, because I was trying to pack as many slaves in as possible. More hands are more money. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And
Yep.
and you know, my
When you
wife-
say nearby, was it in the cars further up or further back? I'm maintenance. If there's something wrong, I'm here to fix it.
Yeah, we need a blueprint.
All I know is the whole train shook.
Whole train.
Right.
It doesn't narrow it down great.
And do you have
Boss ain't
like,
gonna
a
be
map
too
of-
proud about this.
Do you have like any kind of like, you know, where like, there could be any like design of the train, any maps of the train, so we can fix it, make sure everything's running well.
There may be maps up in the engine.
And where's the engine? Back there or?
No, right behind. It's in the next car up.
Can we get
They're
past
up
it?
behind you.
Yes.
Hmm.
This is the place of
Oh.
honor. I have the best car. It's right behind the engine. That way, if we start to slow down or we run low on fuel, we can cut all the peasants and just we can start cutting some cars. But I know I'm always connected to the engine.
Smart
Well,
thinking.
that's so smart.
Is there like a window on the side?
There are windows, but like the other cars, they've got a red fog to them, and you can't see anything outside.
Oh, fuck. Do you think you can back up, buddy?
I mean, I don't move for anyone, Rowan. I mean, I know that you've dedicated yourselves to bike seas as well, but I am a nobleman, and I am higher up the food chain, and I don't back up for anyone.
You
Give
sure?
me Cricket. You're the closest to him. Give me a perception.
Okay.
So this guy looks corporeal, yeah?
He does.
All right.
DM,
He-
what do you
he's
know?
holding the
very
glass that you gave him.
corporeal, Francis. Very corporeal.
DM.
I got a 14.
Cricket. He says like he's not backing up for anybody, and this is he's being very kind of arrogant about it. But being close to him as you're looking, you don't think he could move if he wanted to. He seems to be pretty tight squeezed into this.
Okay.
Anyone have any butter?
At that point,
Wait, do
he
you think
goes.
we could
he
use
goes-
enlarge reduce on him?
He says, thanks, Bikesies, for all of you. And he takes a big drink of the drink that
Oh.
you guys brought him.
Back up.
And he rolls a 2 on
I
Constitution.
give him a wink.
So he goes, oh, that is better. I haven't had, and he tries to wipe his face, but he can't really. He's kind of wedged, and he goes, that is excellent. It's an excellent. I haven't had a good drink, and so, and he kind of burps a little bit. And he goes, I haven't had a drink in quite some time. And then all of a sudden he goes, and you hear a bit of a rumble. Cricket, give me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, I don't know about
That's
this.
back and shuts the door.
Well, now we got me, Mo. Yeah, the taste just
Hang on a
explodes out of your
second.
mouth.
I got a 10.
If this
Okay.
kills him, I'm gonna be real
He-
pleased.
Projectile
I'm not
vomit
gonna
all
read
over
it.
himself
Yeah.
and on you, Cricket. Blah.
That's all right.
Ducking away. That
Um, Cricket, give me a Constitution throw or a Constitution save.
No.
No.
Mm,
The
not
smell,
like this.
the
Well-
smell in the green nasty
An 8.
bile on you, and you go, oh, and you turn and you projectile vomit.
Oh,
I'm
Yeah,
get
that's
out
about
of
right.
here.
Listen,
I brought back
I'm
into
too
the other car
far
that was
from-
before us. I'm
Nice-
not putting up with
Nice
this.
work,
No, 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 no,
Lupe.
no.
I'm 2 inches taller than I was a couple hours ago. My sense of but the world is so far off anyway. And you know what? You got to get the poison out sometimes. That's what my dad used to say. He used to be like, "Get the poison out, Cricket," and I'd be like, "Okay," when I was sick. So I feel a little bit better after doing it. I'm not gonna lie. I
Oh,
was getting dizzy.
I don't think something was quite right.
Oh,
my
no,
goodness.
sir.
I'm
We
sorry
will
there, little
punish
peasant girl.
whoever.
I'm sorry to throw up on you, but luckily, obviously, you didn't pay much for those clothes, so I think it'll be okay.
That is true. You know what? Maybe just because we hadn't gotten you food in so long, it just hit your stomach wrong. I'm so
That could
sorry.
be true.
It's probably my fault.
I'm
That
hiding
is
in the
strangely
bathtub.
nice.
You know
Not
what?
putting up. No.
Maybe I just need some food in my stomach. Give me that bonbon.
Hey,
Give 'em the bonbon.
here you go.
Okay.
And
he,
then, do
he
we
just
have
pops
reactions?
it down in one shot.
And I
Was it
say,
lit?
"Oh, we all left something back with your wife. Let me go get that for you." And then we have to go back to the other room.
Roll an attack roll, Francis.
What?
Sorry, Francis.
Ugh.
I feel bad because before we knew he knew Rowan, we might have been able to.
It's going to be a low AC, like 8, because it's inside him. So anything lower than that, and the fuse goes out when he swallows it.
Yeah, don't roll a 0.
I will live.
What's that?
What happened?
Let it die. The zeros.
Never.
I got 12.
Woo!
All right, give me a damage roll from that.
Was that a D10, D8? Which was the bomb? Because I didn't have that written down.
The bomb was give me a D10.
All right. Hopefully I roll a 0 this time. 4.
All right, 4 times 4 is 16. So he goes, and blood spurts out of his mouth as it blows up inside him a little bit. It's padded because he's quite big now.
Yeah. That's gonna cost him internal
blood
energy.
kind of spurts out of his mouth mixed with the vomit that he'd had, and he goes,
Oh,
what are you trying? Just like steerage trying to get rid of the upper class. Rowan, I thought I could trust you. People.
As a react, yeah, he did cherry bomb. As a react, can I try to do psychic damage to him? Hey, guess what? We killed your wife.
I will give you each an action before you go into combat.
But
So,
what he can do? He can't move.
Cricket, you're closest. You go first.
Oh, is that part of combat if I try to do psychic damage, or can that be an action?
No, you can get it. You can use that as your free. You basically get a free round. So,
I tell him we killed his wife. And guess what? Guess where she went? The sewer with all the poops.
he fails that, and he takes 2 points of psychic damage. Francis, you are next closest. What would you like to do?
oh. I think I still have some spell slots open now that I think about it. All right. Hang on, let me take a look-see. What the hell does Shadow do again? What does Shadow do?
I think that'd be like that doubling damage, doing like 2 or 3d, doing 3d8 damage and a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah, I think it's force or light. You know, it would be force or thunder.
Thunder or
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna do shatter. Let's see if this hits. 14. All right. Does that hit?
It's a saving throw.
Oh,
So
okay.
so where are you? You have to choose a point that you're casting it at.
Right as fucking face.
Okay, so
And that was what, 2d8?
Each creature within 10 feet of it has to make a saving throw. So that's you and Cricket as well. You both need to give me a Constitution
Should I
saving
have told
throw.
everybody to stand the hell back?
Well, it's too late now. He does fail, but you guys both need to give me a Constitution saving throw as well.
All right.
I
If
had
you take in
17.
your hardy boosters.
All right, Cricket, you're fine. 20?
20.
Okay, so you're both fine. So he takes 3d8 thunder damage.
3d8. All right. Hang on. Let me find my d8s. I think I have 3 of them. But don't quote me on that. I do. A 1, a 7, and a 6. So that would be 14.
Okay. He takes 14. His
13.
just this loud bang happens, and you hear like almost sounds like glass, but deeper and darker. And he goes, oh, and his head like vibrates, and his ears start to bleed.
Nice.
I flip him off. I'm like,
and-
that's for all the people you kidnapped and put into slavery, you ass.
And he looks at you, and he doesn't look good. And he goes, I should make you a slave next.
Bitch, I've already been there. Gets old after 100 years.
It would.
But you would have just ended up here like all the other slaves we took.
So
Working
should
here
I-
in the Harrowing, in this desperate, nasty, dirty place. Just like you, just
we're
like
not
all the
gonna-
others we took.
But we're not going to have to die here like you.
We don't know quite yet.
Especially those of us who are already dead.
Lupe, you are next closest. What is your action?
That's a good point, Francis.
I am going to attempt to crossbow him,
Okay.
and I'm going to fail that. I
That
rolled an 8.
depends. What did you roll?
8.
Do you have a plus attack or an attack
Yeah, it's
modifier?
a +4.
So what
So
did
I
you
rolled
get, 12?
I rolled a 4. No, I rolled a 4.
Oh, you rolled a 4 plus
or-
4. Yeah, that's a fail. Because he's not
Yeah.
wearing armor, but yeah, that's still a fail. All right,
Yeah.
Rowan, you have the last free action.
Cool.
Because you were,
Do I get-
if I remember
Good.
right, you were still by the door, right?
Yeah. I caught my arm.
How the heck does anybody miss like a giant fat man who's like 30 feet away with a crossbow? Really?
I have
Here's your hand slip.
I have an answer for that too. Okay. So guiding bolt at 3rd level. Non-lethal damage.
What's that?
Guiding bolt at
Okay.
3rd level. Non-lethal damage. Do I get advantage or no? Say he's stuck.
Yeah, I will say you get advantage.
Okay. 17.
That is a hit, definitely.
Okay. Just
It's, well, I believe it's 4d6, correct?
yes, but I'm doing it at 3rd level.
Oh, okay. So 5d6.
Yes. $19 damage.
Okay, you fire out this huge thing of radiant energy, and it just like lights him up. And he looks up at it and he's like, oh, is it time? Is Lord Bikesees, have you come for me? And then his eyes roll back in his head and he just goes, and he's dead.
Well,
Oh,
he was
yeah,
like,
how do we
he's leaving
move
his
him?
wife.
Oh,
He's dead. Yeah.
Does anyone have like a very large carving knife?
Just daggers.
Yeah, we can work with that. I have one
Well,
more
I-
spell slot,
well, I
I
made a
think. I think I
surgical
can
knife
cast
or
enlarge
something, but that's a
reduce on
good
the
deal.
daggers to make them bigger.
wait, why don't you cast induce on him then?
That's even better.
I'm sorry.
That's a better idea.
Good. Well, the entire combat
Okay, so
counter.
while Francis is drinking his blood and Rowan's investigating the room, I'm just
I mean-
gonna take whatever little bits of metal I can find, like any gears or anything from the bed or from
No.
the
I may be a
window.
creature of the night, but I have standards. I don't eat fatty food.
Well, also,
Blood on that sugar.
he did just drink Ipecac. I don't.
I don't think
Alright.
he's very fast food.
Can I
though.
investigate the room?
You
Including his
can. Francis, you cast enlarge, reduce. He fails. It's a low roll anyway because he's dead, but you still have the option. He does fail anyway, and so he goes from being a huge creature to down to large, and it's just small enough of a reduction that all of a sudden he's not wedged in between the walls and the floor of this train car, and it just shrinks him within about 2 feet of everything, and he just goes, and he just falls over face first onto the floor, dead body.
There's a way I can move around the vomit and
You
just
can get
launch his
past
body
it now.
into the door. I'm gonna do that.
Okay, Rowan, you roll
I'm
an
out.
investigation.
Yeah, 16.
Okay, you guys find there's not a lot. There's some paperwork on a desk. One of the things you find is a map of the harrowing. It is the map that I emailed to all of you this week. So you now have a map of the world and what it looks like, which you've never seemed to had at this point. I am going to bring it up quickly right now. So once it's loaded, here we go. So this is the map of the harrowing. As you can see, you see where you were in Red Hawk. I've put the red dotted line. That's not actually on your map because they wouldn't know where you guys came from, but that's the trail you guys took through the mountains from Red Hawk. And where the dotted line ends is about where you guys got onto the train.
Okay.
So as you
Oh,
can
that's
see,
better.
the expanse area with all the little green things, that's all 7-foot corn grass. Like days and days worth of
Oh god.
so I'm gonna put you back onto my normal screen. So you find a few other files, Rowan, that talk about the slave racket that they were doing. And basically it seems like they have been taking, even before the meteor storm, which as you guys kind of figured out, started a lot of the stuff here and opened most portals. It seems like the Brotherhood of Oculus, or you called them Illuminati, but that's kind of like the street term for them. The
Okay,
actual
okay.
name is the Brotherhood of Oculus, or of the Eye. It seems like they already had a portal to this world, and they were already shipping slaves here even before the meteor storm or the pieces of the god Krydos came over here. And so it seems like they've been shipping people here for quite some time.
Did it say like where the location they've been going to? Where they've been dropping them off?
It didn't. It just says that they were shipping by this train.
By this train. All right. I'll hang on to these to this file in my inventory.
Okay.
All right. I check his body. Did I find anything else?
No, I mean he's kind of covered in puke. And his like I said, it seems like he had supernaturally grown from whatever happened to this train, because his clothes were much smaller than his body. And so they kind of stink and they're sort of, old because this has been for a while now.
Who has the compass?
I do.
Okay.
I'll
Maybe
look
one
at
gives
it,
a
but I
shot.
don't know if it will just spin around and around. But
It
let's
does
look at
not. It points
Okay.
directly straight to the door in front of you.
it. Okay,
wait.
must be in the engine.
Before we go, can I do investigation to look for any metals parts?
Sure.
I give it the help
Good
action.
metal part.
Yeah. There's not a lot in this room because this is like a really nice like sleeper car kind of thing. So there's not a lot of
Like, can I get one? Can I get a bed knob?
yeah, you could take a bed knob if you like.
So he doesn't have any like
Nah, I'm gonna take two
um,
bed knobs.
It's brass.
And
any of his
anything on the
suitcases or
desk?
anything in here.
No, not but just the files and stuff that Rowan went through
Hmm.
and the map that you guys all have now.
anything off the desk?
No, the desk is just wood. It's
The
just like
hardware on the
basic
desk?
hardware on it. There's
Oh,
not
it
a lot.
doesn't have a
It's
roll
just
top?
wood. Yeah,
like
no. No, it's just like a table.
Okay.
So
Okay.
Oh, excuse me.
All right.
all right. So you guys are you walking through the door?
Oh, is everyone ready?
Well,
All right.
it's
All right. So you open the door, and after you're stepping over the dead Walter Ashgrave, you open the door and you're looking into an engine room. There's a lot of mechanical parts and pieces all over the place. There's a skeleton of someone dressed like they probably were the engineer. But it's not like a monster skeleton. It's like just a dead body skeleton. Laying in the corner. And in front of you, up against what you assume would be the engine, or the main part of the engine, is a glowing red crimson crystallis piece of, you guys by now know kind of what the pieces of Krytos look like. And this looks like a nerve cluster. And it has spread out into the machinery and seems to be powering all of the red lights and the red lightning and everything that's taken over this train. And that's where we're going to end for this week.
You give me like some Demon Slayer vibe movie.
So we will wrap up. We'll be back again next week. For all of us at Roll Again, have a great week and keep playing. Bye.
Have fun.